My loved ones, it's episode 13 of Wastebook. Thank you for joining. It is about time. I know that I've come back and done another episode. It's been about a month. Sorry. That's it. That's all I can say. So we're back here and finally going to be trying to get back on this regular schedule of a week releasing these new episodes. And just so you know, just so you're aware, this is going to be the shortest episode ever that we've ever done. Mostly because there's not much to talk about at the moment. Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, Tyler, I've been waiting almost 3-4 weeks for another episode of the Wastebook podcast. What the fuck have you been doing? Well, nothing. What the fuck have you been doing? There's not much to do. Okay? Now, I've been working a lot from home. I do design work mostly. So that's been keeping me busy. It's been keeping me out of trouble. But you have a lot of other people that are starting to do things that they haven't normally thought that they could do. Like creating content that they never had time to create. Like we're getting content online that we didn't even know that we wanted or needed. And we're also getting content that we don't want or need. We're getting a lot of that. And I blame TikTok. Everybody's mother heard about it and now they want to make one. You know, it was like a week ago my mom asked me. She said, "Hey Tyler, what's a TikTok?" My eyes just like opened really, really wide. You know, like when like that scene in SpongeBob when Squidward opens his eyes when he goes to sleep next to SpongeBob. Man, I was afraid that that was happening, but she was just curious of what it was, and I explained to her. But then I kind of trailed off after I told her what it was. I'm like, yeah, it's a video app, the video sharing app like Vine. You just make silly videos on it, silly, cute little funny videos that the Chinese government gets a hold of and uses against your will. And then, what? And then, because my mom is a mom, she that's all she wrote, that's all it takes is to get the paranoia setting in for the boomers. You don't have to do much. You really don't. And you know what? We're gonna start this episode hot with something fresh off the wall, right on the timeline that we never do. We never actually do this because I don't shut up. But I notice CherryQuench mentions that watching TV at my dad's house and the commercials are 3 subjects: alcohol, junk food, and medication. Such is the American lifestyle. And he's right. And it reminded me that there was when I was in Las Vegas the first time a few years back, my buddy that was there, shout out Lee, and shout out to Tom. We were hanging out in Vegas, and I don't remember how it came up. I think it was because they were talking about how different the 7-Elevens here are from the 7-Elevens where they live over in England. Like the variety, the colors, the flavors are out of control in America, while they only have like one of each thing where they live. And I didn't know that. I had no idea. Especially when I'll look online and you'll type in some crazy flavor of Kit Kats or Ruffles potato chips or something, and you find flavors that you've never seen, you've never heard of, that are crazy, that you would love to try. And then you find out it's only in Japan or something like that. And I'm like, we have all the flavors? That's a goddamn lie. You're lying right to your friend's face. So now if this was like The Sims, it would be like a -2 over our heads mid conversation. But if that's true, I mean, then, hey, awesome. Hey, we live in America. We're number one in variety and and diversity. That's, yep. We're all one. And the subject came up about this, that where the advertisements in America, advertisements, and how we could say a jingle from a commercial here in America. There's so many commercials that if you're listening to this, you're from USA, you know what I'm talking about. You could probably think of a few right off the top of your head of advertisements that are like a little song, a little tune, a little, and it gets stuck in your head. And eventually, after so many commercials airing, you know that shit by heart. Like dude, I'll name a few that I've heard recently. There's like Liberty Insurance. Oh, boy, let me tell you, nothing gets me happier and in a singing mood more than insurance. Yeah. Liberty Insurance. Every goddamn commercial that comes on, they're like, oh, yeah, pay for this, Liberty Mutual, one time only. Liberty, 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 liberty. Every commercial. They fucking sing that shit. What's another one? I'm trying to think of, oh man, it's on every goddamn, oh man, I can't remember. See, now I'm drawing a blank. See, I wish we can have this communication back and forth, because I would know that's cheeky. That's how the advertising works. It's in the subconscious. It's like a ticking time bomb. And dude, it's messed up, because I could see somebody, I'll just scroll on Twitter, I'll be just content, just being a flan, like every other human scrolling the internet, just a total flan. However you spell that, it's like it's not a noise. It's just like take whatever energy that's left in your diaphragm, in your chest area here, and just kind of like, force it out of your non-existing cheek and throat muscles they're just kind of just sitting, and you're just like force it through the inside of your throat. Just force out that last breath. Just, And that's what I'm doing when I'm just scrolling on social media. You know what I mean? And dude, somebody could just say some shit like, oh yeah, I have a friend named Rob McDonald and he's really good at this game. And oh my God, all of a sudden I want McDonald's. Like, it's just like a trigger. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be about that. You just have something that reminds you of these things. And that's all that it takes. Dude, I'm so angry that I can't remember another goddamn advertisement. Oh, we're going to sing some of these advertisements, you better believe, because now I'm pissed that I can't remember any. Dude, commercial jingles. You know what? It's so insane how stupid I am. It's actually bizarre that somebody can surpass the level of stupidity like me. I was just talking about McDonald's and I totally forgot, I'm loving it. Because I'm not right now. And that's obvious. Then, dude, I mentioned Kit Kat 2 minutes ago. Kit Kat, give me a break. I could sure use one, Kit Kat. So, yeah. All right. The rest that I'm reading, I haven't mentioned. So we're good. The rage is gone. Rage is gone. Oh, rage is back on. Thank you, motorcycle. Love it. Let me just say, you know what? Wish the quarantine would never end, Just putting it out there, okay? Because if I hear another group of motorcycles drive by my house during the day, and especially at night, dude, when I'm watching Bob Ross, I'm going to walk across the street and I'm going to start smacking ice cream cones out of people's hands. That's what I'm going to fucking do. Because there's an ice cream parlor across the street from my house, which sounds heavenly. Oh, it does, right? $5 for a cone of ice cream. I don't have to tell you guys that you could go to the grocery store and you could just get a gallon of ice cream for $2. Right? Now, the trick there is that nobody wants to go to the grocery store because we're all sick, apparently. Well, nobody told the motorcycle riders that. Nobody fucking told the Harley owners that. Not a goddamn person seems to. Apparently, if you own a motorcycle, you know, all you do is you just chill, man. You just ride on the open road and you don't worry about anybody else or any other civilians or your family or anybody else in the world. You just worry about the open road and the lines on the road and my Harley and my road and my motorcycle on the road. I don't even watch the fucking news, so I'm just gonna keep riding my motorcycle. Hey, I better call up all my other friends and we'll ride 20 deep out front of this guy's house while he's raging about commercial jingles. God damn it, dude. I'm telling you, there's so fucking many of them, man. Like, I moved here in October. So when it was getting colder out and it was like winter, I didn't experience the motherfuckery that's going on out there. There's so many. I didn't know that 50% of the population in Philadelphia owns a motorcycle. Could have fucking fooled me. Dude, Subway did their $5 foot long. You remember that shit? Subway doing the $5 foot long? I remember same dudes that I was talking, that even this topic of conversation came up for. My buddy Lee, my buddy Tom, okay, over from England, when they came here, the two places that they could not get enough of, the two places. Now they don't have. Now remember, I started this by mentioning they don't have a lot of options. They don't. Now, like as far as restaurant variety, franchises mostly, and that's where another big point is. Restaurant franchises, bro? Oh my God. This is going to, dude, I'm telling you. Well, I was going to say that you're going to shit your pants, but you might not be surprised, actually, now that I'm thinking of this. All right, so list of restaurant chains. Okay. So we have it where it's, okay. We're going to look at the list of chains of restaurants that are available worldwide. Argentina has a couple. They have two in the entirety of Argentina. Australia and Canada, I mean, they have their own little, series. Like, we click on that. Oh, all right, Australia has quite a bit. Canada, they have quite a bit as well. North America, obviously, so Canada makes sense. But you look at these other countries, and they all have a few, all have a few. Then India has about a dozen pretty impressive. Don't you agree? Indonesia, Italy, Japan has 7. South Korea, shit. How many is North Korea not on this list? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. Come to Kimmo's and I'm not even gonna go there. Malaysia, Mexico, Norway, Philippines, Spain. I mean, it's it's like the franchises are doled out equally over, everything. I mean, even the UK, they got pretty sizable amount for a list. And then the United States has a, what should I say? They have an entire archive of fatty restaurants. All right. I mean, when I look at this food, like, this is just the Asian chains. Okay. There's about a dozen of them. Then we go into baked goods. There's, holy shit. There's about 24 of them. We go into beef. Like just beef. Like what? First of all, there's only 3 restaurants under beef. So I don't even know how they're qualifying or categorizing these chains. Beverages. Look at all the beverage. This is just for liquids. And there's that many of them. Chicken. Oh, you better believe we love our chicken, bro. Oh my God, look at the chicken restaurants, man. Frozen desserts. None of the other countries had an entire list that takes up the fucking screen. First of all, for the amount of restaurants they had at all, let alone for frozen desserts, bro. I mean, I told you I could throw a football to an ice cream shop. Look at this shit, man. And that one isn't even a chain across the street. So think about all the restaurants that aren't even chains. Think about how many Chinese restaurants, how many pizza restaurants, like pizza delivery restaurants that aren't on this list that you just have in your neighborhood. Think about that. On top of all this, hamburgers, bro. Ham fucking burgers. Oh my God. Do you guys realize, if you're not watching but you're listening, the whole time I said ham fucking burgers, I was scrolling through an entire list of hamburger chains. We have hot dog chains. Crazy amount of Mexican. I mean, this fucking list never ends, bro. Pizza. Oh, we have 3. Just so you guys are aware, we have 3 vegetarian chain restaurants. God bless. God bless, they're trying. Oh my God, bro. Now, look at the sandwich list. And I want you guys all to realize, scrolling through this page of all these companies, that I didn't, the page is cut off on the screen. This isn't even, like, think about the locations. Think about the location amount per franchise. Okay? These are just the lists of the names. Now think about, these are chain restaurants, which means there's more than one. So, dude, some of these have thousands of locations. Look at this, man. There's restaurants for Asian, baked goods, beef, beverages, chicken, frozen desserts, hamburgers, hot dogs, Mexican, pizza and Italian, vegetarian, sandwiches, seafood, and then I guess they just couldn't figure out what to call these restaurants, because even though there's so goddamn many. Now we're under the category just called American. Yum. That good old American cuisine. There's a lot. Asian fusion. Bar or brew pubs. Breakfast. Caribbean. More. You can't have 2 categories for chicken. There's 2 categories for chicken. That's what the United States is. Do you realize that? That we have so many restaurants, so many chain restaurants. We need a second category for chicken. Dude, I'm not even at the end of the fucking page. There's a second category for Italian. Oh, dude, I'm so done. What is this? Why is there multiple categories? Casual dining restaurants are now split below by the type of cuisine that they serve. So, yeah. They just didn't know what to call these. And then you have at the very bottom of the list the 3 chain arcade centers. Yeah, I'm gonna go from the bottom up. Because I'm going in terms of reputable names here. Okay, you got Peter Piper Pizza. Never heard of you. You have Dave and Buster's. Love those dudes. Great guys. Dave, Buster, stand-up gentleman, okay? And then you have Mr. Charles Entertainment Cheese. A goddamn institution. And if you're not aware of that, Chuck E. Cheese's legal name is Charles Entertainment Cheese. That's what the E stands for. And you can't unknow that fact. So now, you're going to have to mention that anytime Chuck E. Cheese comes up for the rest of your life. You're going to be like, dude, do you know what Chuck E. Cheese's real fucking name is? Dude, I can tell you. It's Charles Entertainment Cheese. Anyway, so what do you do for a living? You know, there's... I even mentioned all the chain restaurants to begin with because of my buddies and how the 2 restaurants that they were so psyched for. I don't even think I ever mentioned it. I think I kept you baby birds just begging for that. Like, give me that answer, bro. It was Subway and it was Johnny Rockets, and I fucking love Subway and Johnny Rockets. Now, the funny thing is, for me, when I travel, I'm already in the country. I'm in USA. So if I'm traveling from where I'm at in Philly and I'm traveling to Vegas has, if you haven't been there, by the way, if it's not a casino, it's a restaurant. Like dead ass. If it's not a casino or bar, it's a goddamn restaurant. That place has so many options. Anything you want, it's there. And I'm not kidding. Anything. Every single chain restaurant is there. There's In-N-Out, there's White Castle, any regional place is there. Dude, you can get fusions of all kinds. There's buffets of every delicacy across the world. I think Gordon Ramsay has like a dozen or a half dozen restaurants there alone. The place is insane. It's got so much variety. I love it. It's amazing. And it's a goddamn crime that place is closed down right now because it is hurting, I'm sure. But when I travel to a place like that, I want to eat at all the places I can't eat here. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily really want Subway or necessarily want, well, Johnny Rockets, I don't, it's not too close by here in Philly. It's in Philly, but not too close. So I may or may not get that. But either way, I don't want to have to drive for it. Now, when we got Johnny Rockets in Vegas, it was awesome. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. And they have some of the best shakes ever. I really like them. But my friends were like, dude, we tried all the burger places in this place. Dude, McDonald's, In-N-Out, White Castle. This is the one, man. And I don't even know if I have the accent right. Dude, it might be a hint of Jamaican in there, but dude, they loved Johnny Rockets. And we had the Johnny Rockets like in a casino at 3:30 in the morning, and they were like loving it. So, you know, that just breaks my heart because if you live in America and you know we're spoiled when it comes to food choices. So for them, anything like that is just going to be tops, you know. And for Subway, for them, here, there was more options. They had like, there was things here that they were trying to order that the guy had no idea what the fuck they were talking about because they were either not on the menu or they were called something completely different. So like, he was like, how do you not know what a flam jam burger is? And then the guy's like, bro, I'm 19. And then like, there was this big disconnect and I was trying to help him explain to the guy what he wanted, but I didn't fucking know what that was. So I couldn't help either. I'm looking it up on my phone. Bro, it was a mess. But either way, we had some good meals there. And I loved it. I loved it. I really did. All right, you know what? I'm just going to boom, 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 rapid fire through the rest of these commercial jingles. And we have, oh my God, dude, the carpet people, Empire Carpets. You know what's funny? If you're from any other country but the United States, and you're gonna listen to this, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, this guy's is everybody. No wonder everyone in America is shooting each other, because everyone's on the verge of just becoming a full-blown psychopath. Because dude, I know all these. I know all of these by heart. This is a carpet company called Empire. I remember this one. It's like, how's it go? Empire. Oh, man. All right, so I don't remember that one. So that's a good one. State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We know that one. Of course we do. Huggies. Oh, man, Huggies. I'm a big kid now. I feel like if you're big enough to sing that, to have the thought capability to, like, sing that, realize that you're a big kid, because, hey, I'm using these diapers with this new and improved technology that will help my mother with the disposal and the changing of these diapers. I'm a big kid now. Maybe I'm too fucking big to be wearing these goddamn diapers. If you can sing that thought. Okay? You know what? Actually, I'll be honest. There's a couple more on this list that I don't remember. So maybe it's not that bad. There's a lot of radio jingles too, man. A lot of them. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Dude, the fucking coffee Folgers of... My God. Oh my God, bro. Of course. Oh my God. Meow Mix. Of course, Meow Mix. I want chicken. I want liver. Meow Mix, please deliver. That's actually, that was Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. Where's Austin Powers 4, by the way? Chop, chop. I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me. That's a Band-Aid slogan. Like, you fucking serious? Dude, what is it with these commercials, with these products that they get kids to sing the jingles? First of all, don't like kids. Don't want your product now. Second, why are you putting kids? I'll tell you why. Because it's gonna tug on the heartstrings. I'm not milking your mom, but it's tugging on the heartstrings of your mom. It's tugging on them, okay? And she's buying into that. You know, I don't watch cable. I don't have it. I don't have cable at all. I have just internet connection. That's it. When my parents got here, they needed some type of... They're so used to cable. I couldn't get that. Dude, as much as I tried, I couldn't get them to just use streaming sites and use Netflix just predominantly. Like, dude, I can get them anything they want to watch. Anything. And like, it's also a little bit of a learning curve, because like I know how to get around ads or do this or that or go to this website, that website, check different links. It's kind of a steep learning curve for them. So they don't have the patience at all. So we had to get an Amazon Fire Stick. And with that, I had to get one of those like cable TV apps that has like 50 something channels, just so they can flip through some semblance of television, right? Because they're just so used to that vehicle of entertainment. And it's like, they'll sit through the commercials, obviously. Now they get annoyed, just like me, but like at the commercials, but like, man, I'm telling you, I haven't had cable, like actual cable, in a long time. But I do remember that, now I don't know if you guys have cable, you might know, like currently, but the commercials repeat a lot. They repeat themselves a lot, okay? Now, sometimes it'll come on, and then there'll be like, maybe like the show will come back, and then the same commercial will come on the next commercial break. It's so rare, and I don't even think I've ever seen it where the same commercial plays on the same commercial break. Like, it occasionally, like maybe I could even be making this up, but if not at least the same brand. But at the same exact commercial and the same commercial break, dude, that would never happen. Now, on this Fire Stick, it happens all the time. They'll play commercial, another one, same commercial. Like, dude. Like, and there's a time, and for some reason, it's so annoying because, like, they're served up, like, prematurely by the Fire Stick, so they're just dishing them out every commercial break. It's like the same 12 they have. That's it. And then you're like thinking, you're like, dude, you have the little timer in the corner that tells you how long there's left. There's like 5 minutes, and you would think that would help, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help, bro, at all. Dude, the same commercials over and over again, and it drives me insane. So it's no wonder that people are able to like memorize this shit, and they just beat you over the head with it over and over and over again. And I bring this all up again because the Fire Stick airs these commercials that my dad absolutely hates. He hates every time they come on. Here's my impression of my dad. Let me get into character. Every time they come on, that's him. Dead on. Perfect, right? Love it. So that's like every dad's reaction when something comes on TV they don't like. These commercials are like the dying animal commercials that I'm talking about, by the way. The ones with, like, the Sarah McLachlan, like, in the arms of... That bullshit is not even these. They're playing, like, wildlife commercials and stuff, and they're using a song that I even thought, like, dude, I think it's that song Stay With Me by Sam Smith. Isn't that it? I think it is. Does it Stay With Me? I want to say. Maybe. I don't know. But either way, it's sad as shit, okay? And I remember hearing that song on the radio. I'm like, oh, wow, this is the saddest song I've ever heard. And then they play it on these commercials. And I'm like, oh, you dirty rat. Oh, you wise guys. Oh, these fucking wise guys. Let me tell you, they really know how to flex your money right out of your wallet. Just tugging at your heartstrings. For only X amount a day, you can support these. Hey, take the $10,000 you spent on the commercial and pay for it. Glad we can wrap that up, Mr. Guy with the fucking Rolex telling me what to do. All right. So, I mean, dude, how many more of these jingles do I actually... Kit Kat... All right. So, like, there's a good bit, you guys can tell. A good bit that we in America know of. It's wild. Leave a comment on this video if you guys are watching on YouTube with any that drive you insane, because I know that they exist. I know that they exist for you. And we just got 30 minutes out of one Twitter post. That's wastebook, my friends. That is wastebook. Such is the wastebook lifestyle. It's just advertisement here, man. I could go on all fucking day about it, bro. I used to work, when I first got a job in marketing, when I was like a young 20 years old, 21 years old, man, and I started learning more about it and about the metrics and all that, I was like, oh, got it. This is absolutely soulless and demeaning if you're not marketing something that you actually believe in. Like this feels malicious. like a Trojan horse. That's what it is. Like a Trojan horse trying to get into your brain, and then, whoa, I got something else for you. That's pretty much what advertising is. Shut up, saucy. I just got a notification. Sleeping isn't content, bro. Get your ass up. Well, I'll have you know that I actually got up today with a plan. Wastebook podcast, and I'm working on new Twitch branding. So I haven't been live recently, man. I haven't been streaming. It sucks, but that's all gonna change in about a week's time. And I'm looking forward to it. I got a new channel trailer that I'm working on, and a new content plan that I'm rolling out. Everything is looking gravy. Everything's looking trim. So I'm excited. I'm really, really, really pumped to start bringing you guys more stuff and start working on some new content. That the one thing though that I was really hung up on is I thought about it, man, and I keep having like these moments where I start up again, make a bunch of stuff, get consistent, and then I usually like fall off or can't, don't continue the path that I'm on for whatever reason, and then an extended break, rinse and repeat. But then every time I take an extended break, I'll sometimes think like, oh, it's been X amount of months or it's been this long. Maybe I should I'll refresh everything. I'll do it right this time. This time I'll do it right. Fucking A, man. It's like a New Year's resolution for me, except it happens multiple times a year. And I thought so much about it recently, and it started to really like open up. Like I was unraveling it in my head, and I'm thinking, what's the purpose of what I'm trying to do? If I have people that watch my content that have, like, imagine my content is just like a train or a vehicle, and people have jumped on all at different points along the track. Some people jumped on at the Gears of War 1, stop when I was making montages, and I've been on that goddamn train ever since, and I love each and every one of you. You have no idea. Beyond words. People that jumped, by the way, I love you all that are on this train. Just so we're clear. People that jumped on when I started It's the Wave TV. People that jumped on when I started Wastebook itself. People jumped on when I started casting for esports. There's all these different points in my content career that people have become, that have learned about my content and started watching, and supporting. Because I've been doing this for now 13 fucking years, right? So I know my way around a video. Okay. My whole thought is that my flavor's changing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to put a bunch of flavors into one bag and then eat it. Chex Mix is like the only thing in the world that works with. Okay, we found the one thing. It doesn't really work with much else. So, you have what I'm doing. I'm trying to make content where it's like Wastebook, the Wastebook podcast. A lot of you guys love this. A lot of you guys love the Wastebook show. A lot of you guys love the podcast and the long form version of the show. Great. But some of you guys probably don't care much for the esports stuff, the competitive gaming stuff, or any of that. Some of you guys might only want to watch the sketches that I do that I haven't done in some time. Like some of you guys may only be interested in certain things. So when I have this grand ultimate plan of world domination where I'm going to make my channel where this day Wastebook goes up, this day esports content, this day I'll do some retro games or something, this day stream highlights, whatever, or maybe this day I'll do a rant video, or I don't know, anything like that. Like where I'm making a variety of content, that can work if I stay consistent. The problem with that is that, so the way YouTube works now, content that's so specific, that's very niche, however you want to say it, that's very niche, like a douche, that a lot of people make channels solely for that one thing. I kept thinking about it. I'm like, should I make a separate channel just for the Wastebook podcast? Because it's such a unique version of my content. It's such a different thing than esports, for example, competitive gaming or casting or anything like that. It's very different. So I started to wonder, should I make multiple channels? But that just sounds like a whole I don't want to have to manage multiple channels, and then you have, trying to keep the branding separate, which is all right, but I just don't know. I don't know if it's best to keep everything on this channel as a smorgasbord of content. Is that, how do you say smorgasbord is how you say it. By the way, for people are thinking I'm having a stroke right now, it is a type of Scandinavian meal, a smorgasbord. It is a buffet offering a variety of hot and cold meats, salads, hors d'oeuvres, etc. By the way, this is a whole nother fucking word that we got to learn about. Did you know, did you guys know the word hors d'oeuvres? Have you ever heard of that at like a snooty rich party where they're like, oh, we have a platter of hors d'oeuvres for you. Would you like some of these hors d'oeuvres? This is how you fucking spell hors d'oeuvres. Did you know that? Man, this is the most educational episode of Wastebook ever. We're learning quite a bit. Like, believe it or not, that's how you spell hors d'oeuvres. For those listening, it's not one word. It's two. It's French, right? Oh God, did I get that wrong? It's French, right? Hors d'oeuvres, HORS space D apostrophe OEUVRE. Hors d'oeuvres. You have to do this with your hand every time you say it. Can't do it otherwise. You know where they don't have hors d'oeuvres? At American parties, because we're full of American cuisine catering. No need. None at all. Oh, man. Anyway, to wrap up what I was saying, my content, I really want to make better content and keep it well-rounded, but I don't want you guys to get too disinterested in my channel. I want my channel to thrive. I want it to grow on YouTube, but I might find it hard if I have constant spikes with people's interest. So that's why I didn't know if I should make it all just esports and gaming or all, silly comedy stuff that's IRL oriented, or maybe split them up into two. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave that up to you guys to help me decide. If you're listening to this point. And guess what? I lied through my motherfucking teeth. I did. I said earlier in the podcast, how dare you lie to the face of a friend when talking about my other friend. And here I am, lying to your face. And because I'm doing that, I'm very ashamed, and I need to shut the little webcam door. The little webcam doggy door. The little webcam. This thing is the best. Even though I have a webcam right there without one, so it doesn't matter. Well, I have that one unplugged, so if they can find a way to hack into that and it's not plugged in, we're way more fucked than we thought. Now, I lied to you because I said this was going to be the shortest episode of the Wastebook podcast ever. And you probably clicked on this thinking, wow, this episode is over 40 minutes long, or however long this decides to end up being. And then you're going to hear me say in the beginning that this is the shortest episode ever, and you're going to think, am I going crazy? Because I've had like 30-minute episodes of this show already. So I lied, because I talked way longer about the advertisements than I thought, because I could go all day on that shit, man. It's so bizarre. I'm so on your side. Everyone from the UK, I agree with you. It's insane, and I don't know what's wrong with us. As a country, it's insane. Oh, man. So what else is going on? I just want to say that you guys, by the way, follow my boy CherryQuench. I've been taking up his tweets, been taking up this screen in the timeline for goddamn ever, for 40 minutes. Man, I'll tell you the difference, the stark contrast in the content that I can get, just interesting content from Facebook versus Twitter. Dude, do I have to talk about this every other week? God, Facebook's so boring. It's so boring, bro. And you know what? Maybe that's me. I don't use it. I don't use it at all. So I'm not active. I don't follow new things. So I'm just going to I'm just gonna get the same stuff, except I don't recall ever seeing this video of these children dance. Oh, he's got that wasn't a GIF. This ain't a GIF. Oh, I thought it was looping the whole time, and then he throws in a totally another move. Oh, you motherfuckers! You earned my view, okay? I can hear the voice. Dude, I could hear the voice from the SpongeBob, the time card, where he's like 3 minutes. Well, not later. Where he's like 3 minutes later, except it's like 3 seconds earlier. And I'm like, Facebook's boring. And then I see this video and I'm like, I'm like a fucking dude. I'm like such a simple-minded imbecile. Oh, man. You like shake keys in front of me and I'd probably be entertained. I mean, for God's sakes, what guy can talk to himself for this long? I mean, and entertain himself, you know? Crucible. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this game, Crucible. And by a lot of stuff, only stuff on my Twitter, strictly. So if you're not, if you don't have a Twitter account, I can't imagine that this marketing has even reached your ears or eyes. That's a new free-to-play game that they've been pushing. It's a team-based game, objective-based game. It looks like that there's, if anything, it reminded me of League of Legends, but in a third-person mode, and you're controlling one specific character. And I say that because, I mean, hey, I could be way off because I haven't played League, I played it once 5 years ago. You could farm in-game AI characters, like, and kill certain in-game characters, I think, to build XP on top of the other teams that you kill. I could be totally off and marketing the game wrong, but I'm not marketing at all. It is not I'm not paid for it, so, yeah. Holy shit. Pain in the ass to put together, but new bookcases done. I'm sure it looks awesome with actual books on it. I'm like, I look at this top part, and I'm like, did they forget to give you, like, several more pieces of wood? Like, dude, if I built this thing, I would think I fucked up astronomically. I would be like, well, all right. I gotta call somebody now. And I might have to be a doctor because I think I'm dying. Dude, that's crazy that they designed that as the actual thing. Like, the fucking guy, I feel like, started creating, whoever designed this thing, started making, and he's like, I love these little, what is this, a hexagon, right? 6 sides? I love these little hexagon-shaped additions. It adds nice feng shui. So, it gives good feng shui for the room while I bring in the hors d'oeuvres. It gives good feng shui while I bring in the hors d'oeuvres. And, dude, the guy, I feel like he started making this thing, and then he just got to the top, and he just said, fuck it. Or he just, like, the acid wore off, and he's like, what am I doing? Like, I never would have thought this was practical. What if, I feel like this is definitely a bookcase. Because if somebody tries to use this as a TV stand, imagine trying to put your TV here. Oh my God, bro. It's like putting your TV on a fucking plank on a pirate ship. Dude. Hey, man, themed parties. Watch every Pirates of the Caribbean movie then. That's what I didn't even see these, bro. All right. It looks good. It looks pretty good. I would fucking put that in my place. Oh, okay. Put a little plant there. Makes sense. All right. That's enough. All right. Get a little golf clap for that one. For sure. Let me just state for those listening out in the world, Facebook is so boring that we're heavily entertained by furniture on Twitter. That's how much better Twitter is. Just picture of furniture is better than anything that you're going to see on Facebook. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Oh, it's that video again. I fucking can't get it up. All right. Anyway, what were we talking about? What was that again? Dude, I love all kinds of dancing videos, and that's how I learned to dance by like slowing down. Dude, I'm so glad my dad bought DirecTV and we had a DVR because I would slow down frame by frame with the remote control certain things and learn how to dance that way, bro. Because this is like YouTube was still a thing, but like I didn't have a mind at the time, I guess, or like maybe it wasn't like such of a ubiquitous thing on YouTube where people were putting on dance tutorials and stuff. Not as much as they are now. But man, like frame by frame watching certain things and learn how to dance. And now I watch like the Jabbawockeez. Are you guys familiar with these dudes? These guys are fucking creepy in the coolest way, which you would never hear a girl say about any guy ever. So that's how you know that I'm a guy talking about dudes. I mean, who knows? These guys might not even be, they could be anybody. I got to mute the music because it's The Box by Roddy Ricch, and we will get fucking copyrighted. So, yeah. That's always fun. But these dudes are like, they're masked professional dancers. And I'm telling you what, man, their moves are just creepy, man, and eerie, like so robotic and in sync with each other. Like these guys, one of the best comments I've ever seen about these dudes is that somebody said, like, I bet that these guys don't even know each other or each other's identity. They just kind of show up. They're all just unknown masked entities to each other. But yeah, these dudes really crush it. They're like intense. Like I love watching videos like this or just any type of like dance choreography videos. You know what I mean? Like, or dude, these ones, I fucking love these videos, bro. Where these dudes all packed together out in public too. Like, and dude, trust me. Okay, I'm a dude that hates when there's just like horseplay and rambunctiousness going on, you know, when I'm trying to walk down the street. But this kind of stuff always makes me happy because this is people having a good time. You know what I mean? This isn't somebody trying to do like a fucking prank video, you know, on you or some shit, or people doing like cringy shit where, you know, they're, oh man, what's that one dude that's, oh man, I can't remember there's a guy like that's in public, but he, yes, I fucking remembered it. Yeah, I remembered it perfectly. There's a guy, you know, people that just, you know, fucking do all those stupid ass pranks. This is not them. You know what I mean, okay? You know what I mean, all right? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Oh, hey, there's my insurance agent. What's up? Hey, so I need you to help me with the video that I'm talking about. Forgot, I don't have State Farm. Totally fucking forgot. Yeah, these videos though, man, I love watching these dudes just have a good time and shit, you know, and it pulls a crowd sometimes, you know what I mean? Like people love watching this stuff. I see people on the side of the video, you guys can't see them. They're filming with cell phones and shit. Like this is just good vibes all around. I love watching this shit, man. Like these are that's people, you know, just having fun. But I miss videos like that, man. I miss being out in public, bro. I miss people. I miss humans. It's straight up, it's sad, man, because every month, every week that's going by, you have more things getting canceled, more things getting postponed, more things getting pushed back, and it's like, shit. 2020 is a big L. That's all it is. It's an L. There's no reason to stress. There's no reason to stress. Chalk it up as an L. We'll try again next year. And it's just funny because there's so many people that dude, I remember, I think it was like on Reddit. There was an Ask Reddit question that blew up and people were sadly stating, hey, anybody else just on the verge of getting your shit together? And then the pandemic happened and then you lost your job and your house. And that happened to quite a few people. So that's terrible. It really blows. And I just miss being able to go to a restaurant, man. Oh my God, bro. Go to a restaurant, movies, esports events, man. the one thing that we can be glad and we can be certain about is that FOMO is gone. I definitely mentioned that on the podcast before. FOMO gone. FOMO is an acronym. Fear of missing out. FOMO. FOMO's gone. We don't have it. Oh, God. Fucking, I had 3 Eggo waffles. Lego my Eggo. There's another one. My God, I'm a robot. For corporate America. Just put me out of my misery. And all this free advertisement on the podcast, okay? Not one of you guys are even going to call. Not one. Bullshit, man. It's nonsense, Nonsense. Since I'm stuck inside, I should be sending some emails to these companies, Dude, I eat Entenmann's, those little brownies, little bites they're called. Have you guys ever seen these? Oh my God, bro. Little bits. They remind me of little bits from Rick and Morty. These little bites, bro. Oh, dude. The blueberry muffins, man, own my freaking soul, dude. So I called up, or I didn't call them. I wanted to tweet at Entenmann's. I just feel like every company has a Twitter now, and to be like, yo, what up with that sponsorship? Because I really want free boxes of Little Bites blueberry muffins because I can eat. I literally, I want to take 3 or 4 of these pouches and pour them all in a bowl and just pour milk in it and eat it like cereal. Dude. And I'm not crazy because I've seen on my Instagram people are making little mini pancakes and filling a bowl and pouring syrup on them and eating them like cereal. In the words of Regina from Dino Crisis, that's disgusting. And with that reference, we're gone. Wastebook episode 13 in the books. It's a wrap. You can catch it on Spotify, on Google Play, on Apple Podcasts, everywhere you can find your podcast, and YouTube. Thank you guys for listening, for tuning in. And my live streams will be back very shortly. Very, very shortly. We're going to be back not just gaming, not doing all that great stuff, but also we're going to be back doing the Wastebook podcast live. I know a lot of you guys are like, what the fuck? When are you doing these podcasts? I have no idea. I stay up. I've stayed up for weeks. When are you doing them? It's all good. I am not doing them live. We're the opposite of Bill O'Reilly, okay? We're fucking recording them. That's what we're doing, okay? Bill anyway, we're recording them just for the time being. Get our feng shui back, okay? But we're going to be back in about a week or so with brand new live episodes of everything. So keep it locked, keep it healthy, and keep simping on me.